Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. And in this episode of Albums That Turned 50 in 2023, I'm going to be focusing on an artist in the jazz fusion arena of music. The artist is Billy Cobham, and I'm going to be focusing on his debut album, Spectrum. Now, Billy Cobham, when you mention the name to jazz fusion enthusiasts, Billy Cobham is basically considered one of the best, if not the best, jazz fusion drummers ever created on this earth. Um, and I'm brand new to Billy Cobham. I'm basically a virgin when it comes to his music. I discovered his music about a couple of years ago, and I would agree that he is one of the best, again, if not the best, uh, jazz fusion drummers around. I don't know what else can be said. He's had a prolific career. He's recorded, aside from Atlantic, he's recorded for Columbia, GRP, CTI, and Elektra Records. But we're going to be focusing on his debut release for Atlantic Records. Spectrum was released in October of 1973. It was recorded at Electric Lady Studios in New York and mixed at I was going to say London Studios, at Trident Studios in London. The album consists of basically two primary players. You have Billy Cobham on drums and percussion. You have Jan Hammer on electric and acoustic pianos and Moog synthesizer. You have Tommy Bolin on guitars and Echoplex. Now, Tommy Bolin unfortunately passed away at a very young age due to substance abuse issues. I believe he was 26. He is also considered to be a guitar genius. He's played with Deep Purple and he's had a solo career himself. He plays on 4 tracks. He plays on Quadrant, Stratus, Taurus Matador, and Red Baron on this album. Along with Tommy Bolin as a guest musician, you have Lee Sklar. Now, Leland Sklar, I knew of him when he played with Phil Collins as his touring bassist, and he played on his solo albums. But I did not know that Lee Sklar was a musician, a jazz musician, etc., Christian contemporary music musician, and they just fly on this album. Now, among the other session musicians that play on Spectrum, most notably is Ron Carter, who plays acoustic bass. Ron Carter, if you don't know, you may know, he was noted for being in Miles Davis' band prior to the release of Bitches Brew in 1970. He left Miles Davis' group because Miles Davis wanted him to play electric bass, and Ron Carter flatly refused. So he left. Enough of the trivia. Okay, now Spectrum has 6 main tracks. Now, but out of those 6 main tracks are 4 introductions on certain tracks. The album starts off with Quadrant 4. Now, Billy Cobham is, sorry, I apologize, one of the few musicians that can take a drum kit and make it sing. I mean, make it bloody sing. Unreal. And he's the only musician that I know of drummers that can take a drum kit and make it the prominent instrument. Usually with drummers, they're there in the background. They keep the beat along with the bass player. They keep they keep everything pinned down and keep everything at a steady pace and at a good beat and keep everyone in time. And you really don't pay much attention to the drummers. But Billy Cobham flipped the bloody script and brought the drums out to the forefront and made them literally sing and made them demand attention. It's got to be said. There's no other way. This album starts off with Quadrant 4, okay? As I was saying. It is bloody brilliant. I mean, the track starts with a count in, 1, 2, 3. And he is often running at a breakneck pace. Like bloody hell. You need to put I don't know, like a leash on him to keep him in check, because literally this track goes at such a breakneck tempo that Bolan and Hammer and Sklar can barely keep up with him, but they do. I mean, it's amazing. It is it is unreal. You really need to check this one track out. And then after Quadrant comes Searching for the Right Door, which is like 1 minute and 25 seconds of a drum intro. Basically, like a very, very mid-paced drum intro. And it's beautiful. It is his work on these albums, and especially this one that we're talking about, is exemplary. Can't even speak today. Exemplary. It's got to be said. After Searching for the Right Door comes the title track, Spectrum. Beautiful track, just beautiful. Anxiety comes in after Spectrum, and again, that's just an intro, a very quick intro to the track. Excuse me, Taurus Matador. The work on this, it's just literally from the beginning to the end, you're on a ride, and you either need to strap yourself in or you're going to fall off. Wherever the ride's going, they're going, and you're going to be left behind. I really do mean that. After Taurus Matador comes the track Stratus, which features Tommy Bolan, and it clocks in at 9 minutes and change. Track number 5 is To the Women in My Life, and it is a beautiful acoustic piano piece, very somber, very tranquil, just amazing. The sonics on this album, the way it was recorded, the way it was engineered, just the overall production on this album is sublime. It's got to be said. After To the Women in My Life comes the track Le Lis. So it's L-E, next word, L-I-S, Le Lis. And again, another beautiful piece of work. Track 6 starts off with another intro called Snoopy's Search. And the last track is Red Baron, which clocks in at 6 minutes and change. Another track featuring Tommy Bolan on guitar. Listening to this album, you can hear, number one, that they were having fun doing this album. Number two, that they respected each other. They respected their craftsmanship, their musicianship, their ability to take a song and let it breathe, give it some room, there's a lot of space on this album. The instruments are not crammed together on every channel. You know what I mean? There's a lot of breadth and scope on this album that you can sit back. Literally, this is for the ears. This is not for the eyes. This is for the ears. Sit back, turn the stereo on, and I do mean stereo. I do not mean computer. I do not mean MP3. I mean stereo. Turn on the stereo, turn off the lights, put this on, sit back, close your eyes, and go for the ride. Really, I think a lot of people forget that music is not visual, it's audible. It's got to be enjoyed with the ears, not the eyes. And I think a lot of people forget that these days. This album clocks in at 37 minutes and 23 seconds. It's not going to take up a lot of your time. Okay? Believe me. Just put this on, sit back with a drink. If you drink, I don't drink, but if you drink, or a coffee or a tea, turn off the lights and just close your eyes and soar. You'll be better for it. I promise you. And a little quick note. I got this album through a box set that's been out for a while. It is the Atlantic years, 1973 to 1978. I got this as a part of that box set. You can get it separate, but if you can invest the money to get that box set, I'll put pictures of the covers so that you know what, if you're looking, you know what you're looking for. When I got the box set, it was going for $61. Now it's going for $150. So if you can find it on Discogs or Amazon or eBay for a cheaper price, or if your local record store does have it in stock as back catalog inventory, please invest the time. Go get it. You're not going to be disappointed. Included in that box set, Atlantic years 73 to 78, is Billy Cobham and George Duke live in Europe. So you will not regret it. So please take the time, invest, and hopefully enjoy. Okay, that's it for now. Hopefully you guys, again, are having a fantastic day. I will be back with another video very soon. And I hope you guys are looking after yourselves and one another. And leave your comments down below. Do you like Billy Cobham? Do you not like Billy Cobham? Have you heard of this album? Let me know what you think. And please click like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content that I've got coming up. I've got a few more videos coming up. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this beautiful weather. If wherever you are, it's nice and sunny. And I will be back soon with another video. Take care and have a great day.